Hey writers, so glad you've tuned in. If you're unfamiliar with this channel, I put out short form content for writers at all stages, specifically target writers in the first few years of their writing to publishing journey. The beginning of this journey is a steep climb. There's so much to know and a lot to wade through. It can be daunting and overwhelming. My aim is to make it easier for you by providing bite-sized information to get you started, what you need to know, and where to go to get more information. No need to waste your time listening to longer form content that doesn't meet your needs. This video isn't sponsored, and I do my best not to provide an opinion on any product I might discuss, but I offer affiliates to consider. I'm learning too, so I welcome constructive feedback. And if you have any questions, I do my best to answer them in the comments section. Before we jump into today's video, please do me a favor and click, share, and subscribe. We're here to help each other. Let's get to it. You ever have a story idea that wakes you up in the middle of the night or comes to you when you're in the grocery line and you think, I'll write that down later, only later comes and that idea is gone? Or perhaps something like this has happened. You've written half your novel and you can't remember the eye color of your main character or where you placed the grocery store. Was it on First Street or Main Street? Perhaps you've used a stock photo to help you describe a place or object in your story. And 100 pages later, or while you're editing, you want to fill in some details, but you no longer have that image. If these things haven't happened to you, they probably will, especially if you haven't developed methods to keep track of your story ideas and details. If you don't keep track of these, there will be plot holes, story development issues, and failings in character arc. Today, we're diving into managing all the elements of your story, from character descriptions, world building, to chapter titles. Hi, I'm Carmen Cady, author and entrepreneur. If you're new to the writing industry or are seeking practical steps to jumpstart your writing to publishing journey, this is the right place where you'll find expert level knowledge on the craft of writing, publishing, business, and everything in between. Let's talk about productivity management tools. Tools that will help you keep track of it all. Photos, maps, outlines, chapters, scenes, characters, and world details. I want you to avoid unnecessary frustrations, lost time, and mistakes in your final publication. Here are 4 strategies to manage your writing project. Remember that story idea you forgot to write down? Of course you don't. Therefore, the first strategy to manage your writing project are note cards, Post-it, and pens. These are your friends. Spread them around your house. Keep them in your laptop bag. Have note cards, Post-its, and pens easily accessible from any place in your home. I carry a small notebook in my purse, and I capture story ideas on these note cards and place them in a file folder called Story Ideas. Second is notebooks and binders. When I start a new book, I first like to write things out. This is part of my creative process. In my notebook, I loosely write storyline, plot points, twists, and character backstory, and often the first 2 chapters. I begin to get a feel for my characters and the world by doing so. Each of my novels has a notebook and a file folder, and I place all things pertaining to that book in that file folder. You can also keep track of your edits in your notebook. I have a page called Things to Edit, and when I'm in an editing phase, I go through and make all those changes. You can use a 3-ring binder with pockets and dividers in the same manner as a notebook. The third strategy to manage your writing project is to use worksheets. There are character and world building worksheets, plot development worksheets, and others. These don't have to be formal. You can create a list of characters, questions around motivations, desires, hobbies, insecurities, and fill those out on your protagonist and antagonist. Worksheets can help you solidify your character's backstory, allowing you to draw upon that knowledge throughout your writing process. I use an in-depth character worksheet for my protagonist and antagonist and find that very helpful. Worksheets are your third strategy for managing your writing project. And the last is computer applications. Earlier, I mentioned how I use Excel to keep track of words, but you'll want some sort of word processing program to actually write your novel. Something like Microsoft Word, Readsy Editor, or Apple Page. There are storyboard applications like Trello that have different functionalities, allowing you to manage your photos, outlines, character details all in one place, much like what goes into a notebook or binder. There are other applications similar to Trello, like Scrivener, that have more functionalities specific to writers. Sort of an all-in-one program with a word processing application, the ability to format your novel, make electronic publications, and PDFs. Readsy Editor is another application that can help you organize your project and publish your material. In another video, I tackle topics around publishing your book and publishing platforms. Be sure to check out my video library. There you have it, 4 easy tools to manage your writing project. Doing so will help you keep track of all the details so that your story, your novel, your article is well developed. If you need help, guidance, direction at any point along your writing to publishing journey, be sure to check out my affordable consultation services via my website, www.carmencady.com. Thanks so much for tuning in. There's only one more thing you need to do. That's click the like button and be sure to subscribe. Thanks so much.